Bro, they did that on purpose. Bruh. Bruh, they did that on purpose, bro. They did that on purpose, brother. They did that whole thing on purpose, bro. They, bro, they did that on purpose, bro. Unbelievable. Bro, they did that on purpose, bro. They did that whole thing on purpose, bro. There's no shot. They did that on purpose. Bro. Talk about comedic timing. Brother. Talk about comedic timing. Oh, what's up, Lufa? You cannot make this up. Bro, test run is out. I'm still at work. You cannot, dude. The comedic timing is, dude. Don't tell me anything, Banana. I want to react to it because I already saw stuff on Discord. Like, I want to actually, like, react to this stuff. Dude, the comedic timing on that is insane, dude. Wow. And what a better way to be in Mushu, obviously. After really they cooked with everything. Okay, but then of course you're gonna say that, dude. Of course you're gonna say that. Alright. Alright, chat, let's lock in, dude. I can't believe they did that. Let me finish my breakfast sandwich real quick. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. 8-player random. Didn't I just say let me react to it? Didn't I just say... Didn't I just say let me react to it, brother? What? Test run open? I don't know if it's open, but the notes are out. Man, I still gotta eat my sandwich. Ah. Man, this is a load of something, bro. This is a load. Alright. Alright, chat. Let's lock in. Let's lock in, bro. I can't believe they did that as soon as I ended the live stream, bro. Someone at KI was watching, bro. They did that on purpose. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Let me put my phone down. Mm-mm-mm. Alright, let me read this real quick. Can y'all see this? Alright. Alright, let me look at this. Nobody tell me anything in chat. Let me just read this, alright? Everybody say it's an 8-player raid. Alright. I get my narrator voice. I can't believe we ended the stream and then we had to restream. Alright, please note this is test round. We already know it's going to be a broken mess anyway on launch, so we can skip that. Holy cow, what the heck is that? What the heck is that? Chat, what is that? Holy shoot. Dude, what the heck? The cherry blossoms now bloom eternal in Mushu. To everyone's dismay, life and death twist in the wake of strange magic, and nature itself is befouled. Venture to Mushu to discover the source of this rot and bring nature and magic into balance once again. Holy cow. Rally your guild members to conquer this challenging 8-person raid. Preserve persevere through tests that require tremendous skill, coordination, and communication. Seek out powerful gear and new rewards as your guild hastens to stop this blight at its root. Good luck. Speak to Gwen in Dundor to begin the Blighted Vale. Okay. So we'd still have to do the raid pre-quest. Okay. New gear. Holy cow, look at the new gear. Okay. I was hoping for some VHF effects. Okay, that looks nice, though. Oh, that looks fun. I'm definitely getting that. That's nice. Dude, look at the mask, dude. Look at the mask, dude. That is tight. Oh, yeah, I'm getting that. I'm definitely getting that. As a life wizard, I will be getting that. I might have to start raiding. Yeah, I'm getting that gear, dude. Alright, Buckingham Palace Chronicle. So this is a Chronicle update. Who will save the queen? A vanquished enemy's creation desperately seeks to free his master no matter the consequence. New boss? Dr. Von Katzenstein? What? There's a new boss? Take on the monster in a brand new quest given by Dr. Von Katzenstein from his cell in Scotland Yard. Confront the monster directly in standard mode or uncover its story and defeat it in challenge mode for greater rewards. Dude, so this is exactly like the Aquila Chronicle update. Okay, W. New spells. We already showed that from all the other content creators. Yo, what's up, Mia B? Yo, Mia, check out the new raid gear real quick. Check this out. New raid gear looks absolutely fantastic. And also, whatever this is for the raid looks insane. This is going to be a fun 8-player raid. Dude, this is crazy. Yeah, there's a new boss, dude. Holy cow. Alright, new spells. These new spells look great. We saw those. Channel the power of Marty with 7 new spells themed around Buckingham Palace. Upgrade these spells with spellments received from the monster and the rest of Buckingham Palace. Holy cow. I'm still reading it, Banana. We didn't even get to like the second page. Yeah, the new spells we like. Challenge mode. Okay, wait, what the heck? Is that a pet? Chad, is that a pet? Challenge mode has been added to classic Buckingham. What is that? I've never seen that pet before. What the heck? Yo, that is sick, dude. Yo, that is sick. As with all the challenge mode, your wizard will be scaled down to the dungeon's levels, and your dex will be adjusted to remove the spell down. The full dungeon experience is included, along with every secret boss. Conquer them and collect the badges. Holy cow! Dude, look at the challenge mode gear set! Yo, look at the gear! Yo! Yo! What is that gear, dude? Oh my god, that looks insane. What the frick? Buckingham Palace has been refreshed with a variety of new rewards. Highlights include a brand new Best in Slot, a theme for level 40 players, new gear for max level wizards, and a fresh take on a classic pet for all 7 schools. Dedicated pet hatchers may also discover unique hybrid pets featuring powerful new spells. What the heck? How did I know test what we're gonna drop today? Yo, what's up, Dylan? Yo, what's up, Keel Brown? What the heck? Minion updates. We're continuing to expand on the recent Minion overhaul. If you missed it, here's a quick recap of the changes introduced in the spring update. Minion stats now scale with your wizard's level. Spell behavior has been made more specialized and predictable. Minions now automatically leave combat after a set number of casts with a floaty text displaying the remaining actions. What's new? All minions everywhere, all trained minion spells have been updated to align with the new system. Minions are now unbanned in advanced content. Oh, shoot. Yo! They unbanned all the minions. Yo, PvP is about to go insane right now. Each minion has improved AI and updated spells, making them more reliable in combat. All schools can now train any minions through trainers in Ravenwood and the Arcanum. Yo! Well, what's up, King Alex? Yo! New spell Minion Reshuffle available in standard content only. It fully refreshes all of your minions cast, resetting them as if the minion had just been resummoned. It costs 0 pips, only works while the minion is still active in combat. Available from Tisham in Crocotopia. Dude, this is insane. That costs 0 pips? Yo, yo, what the freak, dude? That is busted. Oh, dude, I am so glad I'm leveling up a Myth Wizard. Holy shoot. Yo, this is insane. Hold up. New mechanic Sap, a major addition in this, the update, is a new Sap mechanic. So Sap removes a portion of the minion's health based on its rank. Minions can be rank 1 through 7. Rank 1, defeated after 1 Sap. Rank 2, can survive 2 Saps. Each Sap removes 50%, and so on. Holy shit. Yo, that means you can do Sap like 7 times, dude. Sap reduces both current and max health, meaning this damage cannot be healed. Okay, that's interesting. Sap can be applied to either an enemy's minion. Wait, Sap can be applied to an enemy's minion or your own minion? Check the targeting icon in the spell text to determine the intended target. Sap effects are applied to the target's minion. Wait, you can sap other people's minions? Yo, what the... Yo, this is gonna be so busted. For spells like Jackal and Hound, the minion is sapped while the resulting trap is placed on the associated wizard. Oh! Nah, this is about to be so broken, dude. New health bar in UI, dude. Look at the new health bar. Oh, dude, that's tight. To support this system, minions now have an updated health display. Red equals the current health, gray equals the current max health, black equals the original max health before sap. Black will only appear after a minion has been sapped. Additional notes, older minion manipulation spells remain banned and unchanged. Minions from treasure cards and gear cards will be updated in a future patch. Henchmen are not considered minions. Minions are identified by green overhead names in combat. In advanced combat, drained health spells will heal back a maximum of 50% of the target's remaining health. So for example, if your minion has 100 health, the drain spell will only heal 50 health back, even if the spell does 10,000 damage? What the heck? Yo, what's up, America? What the heck? Yo. Dude, this is insane. Fantastic Fight Fest 2026. Oh god, here we go. Everyone's favorite Mandarin is back, returning with Wizard101. To recruit more players for this Fantastic Fight Fest, Manfred has traveled from Crocotopia to Wizard City, where he will be hanging out in the Commons this August. Yes! Thank you, W. With more players now having access to Arc 1 worlds, those worlds will be featured on weekends. W. Manfred has updated how players earn points through the Team Up kiosk. Players can now team up in either the feature world or the highest worlds they have access to. Okay, W. As before, players can earn points using the Team Up or the Join Team button in the event UI. Okay. New gear. Oh, dude, I knew that was going to be for Fantastic Fight Fest. You can be Belladonna. Holy cow, you can be Belladonna. Dude, that looks really good. Endorsements? Oh god, we're getting to the endorsement part. Oh boy. Dude, this is looking... So far, I've had no complaints. This is W. Dude, this is insane. Bro, this summer update is cooking. All the Wiz Simps. Well, you know I'm going to be getting it. I'm a Wiz Simp myself. Alright, let's talk about player endorsements. This is a scary one, so let's see. So, endorse a wizard... They fought together in combat. Okay. Have you ever quested alongside another wizard who was on the same quest as you? Or you met someone with an amazing pet who let you hatch with it? Maybe you even had a teammate explain the boss cheats so you could be prepared. Now you'll have an opportunity to endorse wizards you've had positive experience with. When prompted to endorse another wizard, you can select a specific aspect of your interaction with them to endorse. Friendly, these players stay positive, support others, encourage teammates, and make the game enjoyable for everyone. Savvy, these players explain mechanics, answer questions, and help guide a group. Helpful, these players help others communicate well and work reliably with a group. When you take part in these activities, you may be prompted to endorse another player. So, sharing a combat, completing an encounter or dungeon instance, hatching a pet, playing Beastman, playing Derby, playing PvP, playing a housing game. Holy cow, this is interesting. My endorsements. Okay, so it shows you how many endorsements you've gotten. The fine print. You will be asked to endorse another wizard only a few times per day at most. Okay, thank God. Okay. When you endorse another player, you earn 1 scroll of 14 point for providing feedback. Okay. You can view your endorsement score under the endorsement tab in the social window. You can view a friend's endorsement score from a button on the character window. Endorsement scores have been added to the friendly wizards in the social window. You can hover over players while waiting and team up to see their endorsement score. Oh, that's going to be toxic. Endorsement scores are intended to reflect current behavior and will gradually decrease over time if your wizard is inactive. Oh, okay. I don't like that. If you prefer not to participate, you can disable endorsements for your character. When disabled, other players will not be prompted to endorse you. Okay. Alright. So there's no other thing it gives? Like no gear or anything? None? That's it? Okay. I mean... Alright. I mean... Besides the scroll of 14 points, I mean, it doesn't... I don't know. It doesn't really give you much else. Like, you have 1,000 endorsements, but you don't really get anything out of it. So, I don't know. Maybe there's more to it when test run drops. I don't know. Alright. Housing Hall of Fame. From Blake Mythpedal's dorm. To help promote some of the greatest and most popular works of our community, we're introducing the Housing Hall of Fame. Check out the May 2026 Developer Diaries. We talked about that. To learn more about this feature, the Housing Hall of Fame allows you, the players, to vote on your favorite housing designs every year. Once a castle design is accepted into the Housing Hall of Fame, it will be forever preserved for any player to visit. For times a year, once per season, we will collect nominations for the best castles. During each season, players can visit nominated castles and vote for their favorites. At the end of each season, selected nominated castles will be inducted into the Housing Hall of Fame, where they will be preserved permanently, or until the game ever shuts down. A button in Castle Tours will display a list of all nominated houses. Nominated houses may feature flares for exceptional castle magic, exceptional decoration, and exceptional maze design. Housing teleporters that allow travel to other houses will be removed from nominated castles. Angelica Windspar offers a recipe for a Marilla Windspar house guest that lists all Housing Hall of Fame houses. Wow. From Anna Sun's Wooded Cottage. Nice. Alright guys, this is the guild stuff. Oh god, here we go. Nobody tell me. Let me just read this. Alright. Guild's open house. Are you part of a guild? If not, have you visited a guild house? There you can explore the islands guild has unlocked and see. They've been decorated. Tour a magnificent museum with its impressive galleries, and meet and chat with fellow guild members. Okay. Introducing Guild Open House. Guild leaders and lieutenants can start a guild open house using a button in the guild tab of the social window. Guild open houses last up to 2 hours, but can be ended early at any time. When guild open houses are active, an NPC in Wizard City Commons will appear with a list of available houses. Selecting one will teleport you there. Guild open houses will end early if no players remain at the guild house. Only one guild open house can be initiated every 2 hours. For now, open house visitors cannot participate in guild activities such as raids or the guild museums unless they join the guild, which is fine. And I respect that, but can they use the crafters? Can they use all the other, like, interactive housing furniture items and stuff like that. Now that's what I want to know. Probably. But it should be fun. Idle Wizards. What? Wait, what is this? We know that sometimes you just need to step away from the keyboard for a few minutes, but still want to jump right back into the game without having to relog. Over the years, many players have improvised ways to stay active in the game, like holding down the movement keys to make the character spin in place. To better support these moments, we're officially introducing an AFK-friendly option! Finally! After like 20 billion years! Holy cow! They're finally doing it! They're doing it! What the heck? No way. We've added a new idle button to the escape menu located next to the quit. While idle is active, your wizard will no longer be disconnected for inactivity. You'll also see a notification at the top of your screen indicating that your character isn't currently in idle. Pressing any keyboard input will automatically remove the idle status and return you to normal gameplay. Woo! Let's go! Oh my god, it's about time! All these years. Beastmoon schedule. I don't care about Beastmoon. I'm sorry, I don't care about Beastmoon. Miscellaneous and bug fixes. Fountain castle blocks. Angelica Windspar, the Castle Tours crafting vendor, now offers recipes for fountain castle blocks. With these blocks, players can build and customize their own fountains. Wow, this is dope, dude. Holy cow, look at the fountains you can make, dude. Yo, this is sick. This is sick, dude. Advanced Housing UI Makeover. We've updated the Advanced Housing UI to include a sufficient number of doodles. Wow, this is actually really cool. This is cute. Alright, we love that. Spell improvements. The multiple paths unlocked text in the spellbook have been replaced with a new icon. Thank goodness. All spells with spellments are now cross... Wait. All spells with spellments are now cross-trainable for... Wait, hold on. Turn it... Yo, DJ, cut the music off. Cut the music. Yo, cut the music. Cut the music, DJ. Cut the music. Hold on. All spells with spellments are now cross-trainable from professors, including Heckhound, Frostbite, Cyclops Minion, Spree Swarm, Poison, and Judgment. Yo, that is nuts. That's the craziest thing I've ever read. That is nuts. Okay. Wow. Yo. We need more training points, dude. Yo. Yeah. You can learn Judgment? Yo. A new 3D object has been added for Balance Prism in both Balance Weaving and Balance Prism spells. A new 3D object has been added for Balance Trap with Balance Weaving spells. Balance Blades have been visually differentiated from Universal Blades. New artwork has been created for Spikes, an armor-piercing awful word currently only seen from the Troll Minion. Training and crafting. Pets are now available for trade from both Chronicles and Raids. Yo, DJ, cut the music off again. Yo, DJ. Pets are now available for trade from both Chronicles and Raids. Wait. Like, does this mean that... How does this affect LeBron's legacy? This might affect his legacy a lot. RIP Lakers. Yo, this is insane. Does this mean that if you want a deadly null dragon, you can just hatch with someone and then you just get it right off the bat? Is that what it means? Or are they talking about something else? It might be talking about something else. Yeah, I think it might be talking about something else. Yo. Dragonspire trading has been relocated from Dragonspire crafting station to the Balthazar Dragonthorn. Okay. This is insane. This is such an insane update, dude. That is some mother. If it's true, if you can hatch a deadly null dragon and get a deadly null dragon, there is no. Okay. I will test that out. Dude, this is. Oh man, this is. Oh man. Okay, DJ, you can bring the music back again. We gotta calm down, dude. Wow, okay. Wow. I know. You know, oh man. Oh, okay, let's just keep it going. New categories have been added for Selenopolis and boss rematches. Okay, so nothing really much for the badges. Known issues. After selecting a spell in combat, clicking the mob's visual will not complete the selection. As a workaround, select the mob's UI instead of the label instead. Some strings are incorrectly displaying as input bindings or a button instead of the intended text or icons. And that is it for the entire... That's it for the entire Test Realm patch notes. Which right now, Test Realm is not online, but the patch notes have been released. And may I just say... That is insane. What an insane update. Well, first off, let's talk about guilds. I'm a little sad they didn't increase the guild size, like I said. Or removed the guild cooldown or some of that. So I'm a little sad about that. And I hope they considered that. But the guild visitor thing should be pretty cool. Yeah, the new idle button where you can go AFK. That's probably like the best thing right there that everybody can use. Because everybody likes to go AFK, but this is just great. This has been asked for a lot of years. The others are not necessary or meant to be. Yeah, no. I mean, this is crazy. Wow. So let's speed run through this whole test run notes real quick. So, I mean, this is just wild. This is crazy. So let's talk about the new raid. So we know and we figured that this is going to be an 8-player raid, which it is. So I think that's going to be the trend from now on is 8-player raids. And like I said, I would be fine if it was a 12-player raid, but only if they're willing to increase the guild size, which in the notes, it doesn't seem like they mentioned that at all. So yeah, it looks like they have really no plans for that at the moment. But the new raid gear and the new raid itself looks insane. Like Banana said, it's going to be based kind of in a dreaming, like in Wallaroo. I mean, the atmosphere looks very dark. It looks gloomy. And the new gear, of course, is going to be great. I'm sure a lot of people will be farming that as well. I'm a little sad that the wand is one-handed, though. I know some people actually preferred that it be one-handed. I know a lot of people didn't like the two-player mounts. Not the two-player mounts, but the two-handed wand. So it's a one-player or one-hand wand. What am I saying? How do I get them? You get this from raiding. This is raid gear. So, wow, this is crazy. The raid gear looks cool. I like the mask. I was kind of hoping there was a little bit of a VHF, like a little bit of a cool little effect with it, but I have to see in game. But yeah, that's some pretty cool raid gear. I love it, dude. That's pretty fire. And then Buckingham Palace Chronicle, also pretty cool. There's going to be a new boss. You can either do it in standard or challenge. We'll probably see a lot of people bot their accounts and just farm for a lot of spellments here and there. Oh man, this is crazy. Oh, you don't see the update notes? Here, I'll send it to you here. I'll send it in chat if anybody wants to see it. I'll copy the link right here. So yeah, we got the Chronicle update for Marleybone. That should be cool. We'll definitely do challenge mode for whatever this pet is because the pet looks crazy. Obviously, new badges, new rewards, and also the, whatchamacallit. This little golem outfit looks insane. I love the wizard's face in it. It looks really insane. Your favorite Stitch this year still has to be from the new bundle? Yeah, dude. The new bundle is really good. That's why a lot of people aren't really interested in this update. The minion update should be really cool. I think that has a potential to be really, really cool. Yeah, minions are now unbanned in advanced content, which is actually insane. The minion reshuffle spell also is insane as well. I just don't have enough training points for any of this stuff, man. New health bar UI, that looks cool. Fantastic Fight Fest will be really fun. I'm glad that they're putting this NPC in Wizard City, so everybody can just participate in it. Really cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. And then the new year for the, what was it? The Fantastic Fight Fest looks absolutely stunning. You get to be Belladonna from Mysteria, so I will definitely be farming that for my wizards. And then the endorsements, honestly, kind of underwhelming. I'm not going to lie for the player endorsements. I mean, if you're the person that endorses another player, you get a little scroll of fortune point for it. And it's only going to happen like every so hours. It's not going to spam you like every day. But yeah, I mean, I feel like they should have had this a couple years ago. But, you know, it's cute to have it. You know, it's just something there. Yo, what's up, Sabrina? It's good to see you again. You know, this is just something cute that you can do on the side. And if you want, you can literally just disable it. And then you won't have to really be bothered with it. Now they're talking in the test realm chats. Oh, boy. Banana is super pumped for a test realm. Yeah, the player endorsements, though, you know, this is cute. Feel like it should have been, like, a couple of years ago. But it is cool. When is it dropping? I have no idea. Yeah, it's like a niche update, Frenzy. It's like a very niche update. Because all of a sudden, because right off the bat, if you're someone that doesn't want to do, like, the Buckingham Palace stuff, and if you're someone that doesn't want to get the new spells, if you're someone that doesn't go raiding, you know, it's kind of like a quarter of the update. Like, it's like half the update already gone. And if you're not impressed with the minion update, that's another half of it, like, kind of gone. The Fantastic Fight Fest will be good. Everybody can do that. That'll be something everybody can do. But yeah, the endorsements just seem kind of like niche, you know? The idol thing is probably the best thing out of this entire thing when you can go AFK. That's probably one of the best features that players have asked for years. That's literally something that everyone has actually asked for. But yeah, you can disable endorsements though. But yeah, going AFK though in Wizard101, that's awesome. Thank goodness for that. Like literally, people have been asking that for years. That's something that the community actually wanted. So thank goodness they have that. I don't really care much about the Beast Moon schedule because Beast Moon is still kind of glitchy. So, you know, I mean, if you guys want to look at the Beast Moon schedule, here you go. I personally don't do Beast Moon anymore. Especially as of lately, but, you know. Trade offer you, trade your, ooh, we spin the The Fountain Castle blocks do look really hot, though. I'm not gonna lie. Those look really, really good. I think a lot of castle decorators are gonna have fun with that one. And the whole housing UI makeover looks really good, too. Looks really good. I'd have to say, probably towards the bottom, though, of the test realm patch notes, it's pretty insane. I mean, this is a pretty insane thing to say. All spells with spellments are now cross-trainable. And that pretty much opens the door for a lot of spells, because a lot of spells do have spellments. You know, and that includes Heckhound, Frostbite, you know, Cyclops Minion, Sweet Swarm, and then Poison and Judgment. Like, all those spells you can now just train up. So, yeah, that's just insane. That is insane. You got me something? You got me something. Oh, gosh. Let's see what you got me. Let me see. Is that a friend code? Let me type it in. I hope it's friend code. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting update. There's kind of like one of everything in here. There definitely are a few things that I wish they increased the guild size and stuff, but It's still good. It's still pretty good. So that means only Fire and Storm has one spell that can't be trained, Scald and Tempest. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's a friend code? Oh, okay. Well, I got you added now, Sabrina. Yeah, Balance Blades have been visually differentiated. That's good. What else is pretty good? I mean, this one is pretty insane as well. Well, I'll have to test it out in the test realm, but pets are now available for trade for both the Chronicles and Raids. We have to see what that exactly means. I don't know if that means, like, you can put it in the kiosk or what. But it sounds like a lot of people can now get those raid pets without having to really do anything. Which is actually kind of crazy. Because now it kind of makes, like, the exclusive pets not really exclusive anymore. So that is awesome. If that is true. If you can get the body of a raid pet without even having to go raiding, then that is absolutely insane. If that is what we think it is. That is cool, dude. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. School identity is kind of out the window, bro. They didn't really do much with badges. That's fine. That's pretty much it. So yeah, at the bottom of these test realm notes, that's when the good stuff happens. But most of the stuff, though, I know a lot of people aren't going to engage with, like the Fountain Castle blocks and then the new, like, advanced, you know, movement thing. Castle decorators are obviously going to engage with that. And then Beast Moon schedule, if you're a fan of Beast Moon, there you go. School identities almost never existed. It never did. It never really did, Frenzy. Yeah, probably the best part of this update, though, is the Idle Wizards. I think that's probably, like, the best thing out of here. That one is a W. The Idle thing is going to be good when it comes to console and test. Can we not talk about Wizard101 console right now? Can we not talk about Wizard101 console right now? They are suffering. Oh, man. Oh, gosh, dude. Oh, my gosh. Can we not talk about them, dude? Oh, man. Yeah, I'm a little gutted there's no guild updates, though. I was really expecting there to be, like, more guild capacity, you know, cooldown. Maybe they're still working on it. I don't know, but I didn't like that part. But guild, I think guild open house is kind of a nothing burger as well. That might be cool for, you know, a couple of days, but yeah, I don't know if I'll be doing that. It won't be on console for another 5 years. Oh no. Concentrated the patch notes before the test run. Well, I don't know, Banana. All y'all whizheads were probably spamming the test run note URL, dude. They're probably not ready. Test run is probably still being worked on right now. Player endorsements, though, you know, I am actually really underwhelmed about this, quite honestly. I really thought that there was going to be a little bit something else. I also think that it's going to be toxic to kind of, like, look at someone's endorsement level or, you know, how many endorsements they got in the team up. I think that's a little bit toxic, but, you know, this doesn't really provide anything besides a scroll of fortune point for providing feedback. Then, you know, this is just another one of those features where it's just going to be forgotten and nobody's really going to use it. So, yeah, I'm not really sure how to feel about this one. I really thought this was, I don't know. I thought this was going to be a little bit more. Housing Hall of Fame, I don't really care much about. I've already seen a lot of awesome houses, and I hope they get their nominations. But I feel like this is also going to be a little bit competitive as well. So, not the biggest fan of that at all. But I'm sure people will like it, though. Fantastic Fight Fest also looks pretty interesting. It looks like they really listened to some of the feedback. The new gear also looks fantastic. Who doesn't want to dress up as Belladonna? Everybody wants to. I'm friends with your Storm Wizard? Nice! You could be stuff they improve over time, like tons of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Fantastic Fight Fest is pretty fun. I think people will have fun with it. And then what else? The Minion updates is also pretty cool as well. A lot of cool features in there as well. I think a lot of people will like that. The minion reshuffle sounds like a really cool spell to have. It costs like 0 pips, so that will be definitely fun to have. What else? The challenge mode stuff for Buckingham Palace is really cool. There's also a theme for level 40 wizards as well. So yeah, all that stuff is pretty cool. But there's another one of those updates parts where like a lot of people aren't going to engage with it because a lot of people don't want to do standard or challenge mode. And just a lot of people don't want to farm for spellmint overall. The spellmint grind is kind of horrendous, but this should also be pretty cute. We'll probably have another pack as well. You have your myth, life, and death. Ah, slow down, Sophia. Oh man, you got me something? Oh gosh, are you sending me gifts? Oh gosh, Sophia. Oh, not Sophia, I meant Sabrina. I'm gonna be friends with all your wizards. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a pretty cool update though. It has a lot, you know? We'll definitely see how the player kind of receives it. I think this new boss will be fun. Dr. Von Katzenstein, that'll be fun. But yeah, the rest of it, and then of course the new raid, which, you know, a lot of people don't go raiding. So that will probably be a skip for a lot of people already off the bat. We already knew it was going to be a Mushu raid and all that stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. This is pretty good. Decent. Not horrendous. Way better than the whole spring update with the whole spellmint situation. But this is way better. This is nice. Alright. To be honest, seems more than last year's update. Yeah, it seems like a little bit. Yeah, it seems like they added a little bit more. But some of these, though, like, are going to be forgetted. Like, the whole endorsement thing, like, people will forget about that in a day. The whole guild visitor thing, that will also be forgotten about in a day. The new raid will be fun for a couple of months. That will be good. The Buckingham Palace Chronicle part, I'm not sure if a lot of people are going to like that. I know some people will like it, but that will definitely kind of depend on everybody's mood. I think it'll be fun, though. I think it'll be really fun, honestly. But we'll definitely have to jump into Test Realm and check it out. That's fun, dude. That was fun. Yeah, this was a fun little event. Now, I am finally going to... You gonna spam Meteor, just like Aquila? It might not be that easy, Banana. It might not be that easy. Yeah, this was the W patch notes. I like it. Y'all, what's up, Taz? We literally just got done talking about the test run notes. Yeah, this looks like a pretty fun update. I think there's a lot for everybody to focus on. I'm interested in the new pet. The new pet looks really interesting, so that should be fun to do. But yeah, all this stuff looks fun. Kind of like everything update for everyone. You know, kind of like a slice for everyone. You know, you got castle tours stuff, you got, you know, castle magic, whatever. You got a little bit of guild stuff like raids and all that stuff. Oh, another thing, though, that we did not see, guys, is the guild museum. There was no mention about the guild museum at all, which is very unfortunate. And I know a lot of people really like the guild museum. So, yeah, there is no guild museum on these notes, unfortunately. The only time they mentioned it was about the whole guild visitor situation, like... If you wanted to visit someone else's guild museum, you can use the guild visitor feature, but yeah, there's no update whatsoever to that, which is kind of sad. Endorsements are going to be abused. Yeah, I think so too, Taz, but I honestly don't even think so, because even then, it just seems like it doesn't really offer much, you know? I don't know if there's going to be badges for it or what, but it just seems like there's really nothing, you know? It's just, it doesn't give you gear at all. You get the 1 scroll of fortune point for providing feedback. I mean, that's about it, but yeah, it doesn't really do much. It's just there. I kind of wish they had this so many years ago, you know? I think that's what a lot of players are feeling. I feel like a lot of them feel like a lot of these updates and a lot of these features should already be in the game for so many years. By creators, their communities will constantly endorse. Yeah, I might get a little toxic, Taz. Yeah, the player endorsements might be a little toxic. Yeah, guild visitors, now. Like I said, idle wizards. This is like the best part of the update is the idle wizards. That is the best part. So I don't know. We'll see what everybody else thinks. I got a lot of work to do today. It's going to be a lot of Wizard 101 today. But until then, I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Yeah, I'll get this, make a thumbnail real quick. This will basically be the video. And, yeah, you're definitely going to tell my community not to endorse me. Well, it's funny, Tads. You can actually disable the endorsement button. You can actually disable it and you don't have to worry about that. But, yeah. I'll let you guys go. Read the test run patch notes. If you haven't seen it already, I'm going to leave it in the, comments. So, if you have not read it, check it out. I'm going to go head off. And, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.